In this video, I will help you figure out if your ex misses you and how you can perhaps get them to miss you a bit more, hopefully to a point where they give you another chance, which is why I assume you've clicked on this video in the first place. So let's begin with some signs that tell you your ex does indeed miss you, listed of course in no particular order. Generally speaking, the more of them you notice, the more likely it is that your ex misses you. Simple as that. Sign number 1, your ex reaches out. So assuming you are in no contact, if your ex reaches out for any reason unrelated to logistics like children, pets, living arrangements, work, shared possessions, and so on, there is a good chance they miss you. Sign number 2, they are excited to hear from you. So there's a lot you can pick up from someone's tone. If your ex is eager to talk to you, it is a sign that they miss you. However, if they are, let's say, cold and detached, and you can see that you're irritating them when you interact, it's a sign they don't. As for sign number 3 that they do, they keep up with friends and family, meaning your ex asks them how you're doing, what you're doing, and perhaps even if you're seeing anyone else. Sign 4, they keep bumping into you. Now this means your ex goes to venues where they could accidentally bump into you. So if you basically see them wherever you go, know that it may not be a coincidence. Sign 5, they propose being friends with benefits. So whether your ex suggests this directly, like simply by telling you, let's be friends with benefits, or indirectly by telling you something like, let's continue seeing each other, but no strings attached. If they do any of this, it likely means that they still miss you. As for sign number 6, they are forcing a friendship. This is an obvious sign. Just note that if they propose the idea only once, they're probably just letting you down gently. Now, another thing you should really note that you can actually hear me talk about in a couple of my other videos, if you want your ex back, please don't accept being friends with them. It's only going to lead to drama, unneeded complications, and all of that combined, very likely, I'm not guaranteeing it, but it will very likely diminish the odds of you and your ex reconciling. Anyhow, moving on to our final sign, your ex tries to make you jealous. So if they seem to be going out of their way to show off how great their new partner is or how much fun life is without you, especially through social media or mutual friends, they might be trying to simply get a reaction out of you because they miss you. Otherwise, why try and provoke you? If they didn't feel anything for you, they would ignore you. Really simple as that. But okay, so those were the signs your ex misses you. Now let's talk about the other side of the coin. What are some signs your ex does not miss you, right? Some signs that tell you that, hey, you should probably just at least consider moving on. Well, here they are listed again in no particular order. The more of them you notice, the more likely it is that your ex does not miss you. Yet again, simple as that. So sign number 1, they don't reach out. So if you're in no contact and your ex makes no effort, like 0 effort, to reach out, it likely means that they have moved on. Sign 2, they already told you to move on. Like sometimes your ex will just tell you this directly, other times they will be more covert, more subtle about it, by saying something like, maybe it's time you should just focus on yourself. Regardless though, it's a big sign that they are done with you. As for our third sign, they are constantly giving you the cold shoulder. Basically, your ex's tone and demeanor, they can reveal a lot about their feelings, as I said previously. So, whenever you interact with them, if they seem uninterested, distant, or maybe even cold, it is a sign that they don't miss you, that they maybe don't want to get back together with you in general. As for sign 4, it is when they show no interest in meeting up. Now this one is pretty self-explanatory. A lack of desire to spend time with you basically suggests that they don't really miss you. As for sign 5, they don't engage with your social media, meaning they give no likes, leave no comments, never view your stories, and so on. Really simple. Sign 6, your friends have all told you to move on, in which case you should probably listen to them because they are likely right. Really, believe them. I mean, just think about it this way, right? They like to have a way better idea of where you stand with your ex compared to you. After all, their heads aren't clouded with emotions or neediness or fears or insecurities. Anyhow, as for our final sign, your ex doesn't miss you, they return your stuff, be it your belongings or the gifts you gave them. The theory goes that the fewer things your ex has, the fewer reasons they have to reconnect, indicating that they don't want to reconnect in the first place. So now hopefully these signs got you to better gauge where your ex stands, so whether they miss you or not. But regardless, how do you get, let's say, your ex to miss you a bit more, to go from unreceptive or neutral to receptive, right? Well, that's the final concern that I will tackle in this video, and it's way simpler than you might think. In short, the best way to get your ex to miss you more is through, you've guessed it, self-improvement. In brief, just focus on the following. Number 1, cutting communication with your ex. Unless, of course, you need to go over logistical stuff like kids, pets, shared work projects, stuff like that. In that case, only limit your communication, don't cut it completely. Number 2, getting quality sleep, lots of healthy foods, plenty of exercise, and maintaining good and personal hygiene. That's what you should focus on. So basic self-care. 3, having meaningful work and a stable financial life. 4, socializing with friends and family, at least more often than usual. 5, taking time off for travel, hobbies, and other fun activities, especially if you are overworked. 6, experimenting with meditation, journaling, gratitude practices, yoga, qigong, therapy, modalities like that. And finally 7, showing indifference, not spite or immaturity, like showing off how great you're doing just to make your ex jealous. You want to avoid stuff like that. So in very brief, this is what you should focus on to get your ex to miss you more. And as you can see, it really has much more to do with yourself than them. The idea here is to invest in yourself so much that your ex cannot help but notice you. So go and do that. Try it out and just see what happens. And until then, that's it for this video. And if you want to perhaps go even deeper into my process for becoming attractive, my process for getting an ex back, you should really download my reattraction cheat sheet, link in the description below this video. With that out of the way though, thanks for watching and take care.